Welcome back to Philly Hot Radio, the Sony show, and we had an interesting day. I mean, we sure did. We had a whole caravan full of interesting guests, and I noticed I used the word caravan. That refers to vehicles, but
don't let Trump hear that. He already claimed there's a caravan coming through.
hey, that was pretty good, Sony. You threw that together. I like that caravan, Trump. I like that.
Yeah, caravan with
Ooh,
the
that was
truck.
pretty
I know
good.
Trump is like, if she come on my page.
She thinking on her feet today.
Anyway.
So we're not done yet.
No,
had
we're not done.
a few interesting
Yeah,
guests,
we
and
got
we have a
some-
couple more. Tell me who we have.
Why did I do that last time?
Somebody heard us.
Shucks. I wonder if it was. Philly Hot Radio, talk to me. Hello? Philly Hot. You got disconnected.
Okay, caller. We're not sure who you were, but you can always call back. But Sony was about to introduce our guest. Sony, introduce who we have here today.
Well, I got to. I did last time. It's supposed to be every other. What the problem is?
I thought the formula was you do the introduction, I do the interviews. And
No, I missed that one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
just like you can't sing. But if you ever heard him sing, well, I'm sorry, he has a CD.
I beg to differ. I can sing, and I'm on my way up the charts soon, and you'll be able to hear me. And I'm sure if you get my CD, you will be pleasantly surprised.
I sure never am. I'm surprised that I'm holding it.
And at the end of this broadcast, I'm going to give you my contact information. So if any of you listeners want to contact,
God, I gotta find a funeral home for my phone.
I find a lack of support here to be
I'm supporting
appalling and abominable.
No, don't be appalled. My phone is not allowed to pick up some stuff. And yours just one of those stuff it ain't allowed to pick up. But anyway, introduce our guest.
Guess, first of all, could you tell us, first of all, thank you for joining Philly Hot Radio. Introduce yourself to our listening audience.
Hi, my name is Stephen Ward. I'm one of the owners of SW Promotions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm his partner, Sabu Wong,
Uh-huh.
of SW Promotions.
Great. First, again, glad to have you here. Tell us about SW Promotions and what you guys do.
Well, basically, we're promoters. You know, basically we promote comedy shows and things of that sort.
Right now, yes.
We're gonna venture off into other things eventually. You know what I mean? But right now, we've been riding with the comedy wave, and it's been a blessing. You know, we're having fun while we're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Where did all of this start? What made you want to engage in this activity?
Good question.
Well, thank you very much.
Actually, the way it started was that I had a birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday.
No, this was back in 2017. I had a birthday party, and I had a nice turnout.
Mm-hmm.
Sabu came out. You know, he was one of the attendees, whatever like that. And I always wanted to do a comedy show. You know what I mean? But you know, I was scared. You know, and everything. So one day I was just like, I said, you know what? If they came up for my birthday, they might support me. You know, if I venture off into comedy. So I put together a comedy show back in December 7th, 2017.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, and I had 100 people come out.
That's pretty good.
It was pretty good. It wasn't bad. You know what I mean? But my whole thing was that I wanted to get bigger. I wanted it to grow. Me and Sabu have been childhood friends. You know what I mean? And well known through the community. You know, everybody loves him and everything. You know, so I approached him and said, let's put a business venture together, and let's see where to go. And we did 4 comedy shows, I think.
4, yes.
4,
yes.
and it went from 100 people to right now we're anywhere between 250 to 300 people.
Yes.
You know, and it's growing.
Standing room only now.
Standing room only.
Right.
So we went from a bar to a banquet hall. Now we're at a theater. You know.
Now, why comedy? Were you actually a comedian yourself, or was it just something about comedy?
Well, if you consider a class clown,
I do. I used to be one of those.
Yeah, I was a joker. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I always loved it. I always followed the comedians and everything like that. And I just said, I wanted to get a foot in the door somehow. And I mean, promoting was my way in, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You know what I mean? Because the same guys I seen on television and everything like now, they calling my phone and shaking my hands, and you know what I mean? And yo, I want to get on your show, and I'm like, yo, I remember watching this guy. You know, so we growing as a company. You know.
So Sabu, walk me back 2017 when he first came to you with this idea, and he said, "Hey, let's."
Thanks for asking me that.
You're so welcome.
I thought something was wrong. So he said, Stab, I need you. I'm like, what's going on, man? And he hit me with that. I needed to help you out with this comedy. I said, too old for this right now, God. But I like to see people happy. I like to see people smile. And that represents me. A good show. So that's my part of this. You know what I mean? Get people to come and letting them see how we get down. And then at the end of the show, shaking our hands, telling how much they enjoyed the stuff. That's what I like. That's what I get hot off of. You know what I mean?
But you know what? I think as partners we have our run and we bump heads and stuff like that, right? Because he's a perfectionist.
Right.
Everything gotta be perfect. You know what I mean? The I's gotta be dotted, the T's gotta be crossed, and everything. I mean, and we bump heads. You know what I mean? But we came to the point where as though, if we're going to grow as a company, we got to be humble. You know what I mean? So I had to humble myself sometime. You know what I mean? And like I'm saying, we growing. We growing. I mean, we're not done yet. You know? It's going to get, listen, this is just the beginning.
Because when you said your first show, there was 100 people, that's not a small amount of people. That's a pretty good amount of people, and then you say you're growing like.
Okay,
like
you made it bigger than that.
We was pretty much loved growing up. He was more loved than I was, but
we want everybody happy. We, the first group was a certain group of people, but that's not everybody. Now we trying to go younger, to go with our neighborhood people. We want people that don't even know us to come. To just say, oh, let me check these people out. I see on Facebook, I see all the people that was at the shows. I hear a lot about it. The buzz is getting louder and louder and louder. I want people I don't even know there. You know what I mean? I don't want to know people. I know all the people. I want to know these people that come. That's when you know you did something.
Right.
That's you. Okay, cool. I got you now. Yeah.
So, Sabu, when he first came to you, you told me what your response was. What did you do initially to make his vision a practical reality? What was it you first had to do?
Grow, make it grow. The people. That's where I came in hard with it.
How'd you do that?
I went out. I messaged people. I talked to people on the phone. My family big. The word got out. I used people who we know in our community to do part of the show. My sister did spoken word. Had a cousin sing.
Oh, that's cool.
So that brought more people, and once that got out, my Facebook page is crazy now, and my Instagram page is crazy, but I'm not done. I'm not, a theater is not where I want to stop,
Right.
I'm down, I want to go down 69th Street, the tower, somewhere like there, and then move up, but, you got to take these steps, one step at a time, but it's crazy right now.
I got a confession to make. Been in Philadelphia most of my life, born and raised. I have never been in the Tower. You guys might be my first show in the Tower.
The Tower Theater?
Tower Theater. You
Never?
never, Ava?
I'm gonna bring 2 free tickets for you.
Yes.
We'll bring y'all 2 free tickets.
Yeah.
Wait, as much as now on 69th Street used to have some good stuff back in the day. I walked by there. I saw some of the good names, but I've never been inside of the Tower.
Now, you said 169th Street used to have some good stuff, so we're going to have to issue our disclaimer. We are not, if you're from the 69th Street area, you're a merchant.
Because it used to be nice to go through there.
It was.
Before they had the movie theater. And they didn't have but it had some stuff. It made you, it was worth going there. Now it's like, okay, I can't wait to,
Again, the views and opinions of Sonia Jones do not represent.
And I'm sticking by that.
Can I say something?
You
else?
sure can.
Another thing too, right? when you see like people putting together comedy shows and stuff like that, everything I seen was uptown, Germantown,
Right,
Mount
right.
Airy.
Mm-hmm.
You got some stuff going down North Philly. You know what I mean? Wasn't nobody really doing it big on the West Side.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You have a point.
so we basically, you know, we building a foundation. You know what I mean? Whereas though we bringing them communities, you know, the bottom and 46th
Where I was
Street.
born, yeah.
You from the bottom?
My people from the bottom,
Where you
yeah.
at from the bottom?
Near Powton Street. As a matter of fact, the street was Wyota.
Well,
The
I'm
little
from the
street
middle.
right off of Powton.
We from 34th and Wallace
yeah.
originally.
I moved up here when I was 11.
Well, I'm from the middle.
You from the middle?
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
Well, we don't mess with y'all.
69th Street.
We don't mess with y'all.
Yeah, but that's you know, like we like we said, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff going down on the West Side. Now you see a few people here and there doing things and stuff like that.
Right.
But I think basically, me and Sab, we got West on lock, I believe. So you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, but it's bigger than that. You know what I mean? This picture is much bigger than that. You know, we trying to take this to a whole nother level.
Right.
You know, so.
So what kind of people graced your stages? I mean, tell us about your artists and.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. My first show, I did my first show by myself, and
Sounds like a Tyler Perry thing.
the way that I started my
That's
show,
how it
listen,
started,
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you the way I started my show. I was on YouTube looking at all these comedians and everything, right? So I said I need a comedian.
Right.
So I seen this guy from Baltimore, and he had his phone number on there. So I called him up. I said, "Yo, listen, I need I'm trying to put together a comedy show December the 16th. I don't have any money. But what I can do is I can split the door with you." He said, "Great." You know what I mean? Came through. He brought a guy with him. I hired a guy from the neighborhood to host it. Brought in another guy from the neighborhood. You know what I mean? It was raggedy. I ran it real raggedy because it was my first comedy show and I had no idea how to run a comedy show. But when everybody walked out, everybody had money in their pocket. They was happy. And the guy named was Timmy Hall. You know what I mean? He done graced a whole lot of stages all over the country and everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he gave me my first start. But we've been doing we had basically everybody that's big locally. You know what I mean? Nate the Landlord.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Chase Lamar.
Yeah. He's so cool. Yeah.
Malcolm Hill is my man. Malcolm Hill.
He helps.
He part of our company. You know what I mean?
Most part, yeah.
He really part of our company. Who else we had? I brought in Smokey Suarez from played in the movies Paper Soldiers.
Okay.
Smokey. Who else? Who else we had? Sam?
You got me locked down.
Yeah. So in other words, you had a lot of.
Yeah, man. We done a top flight. We done had them.
That's my guy.
They all that came through.
We more or
Joe the
less-
Boss,
Yeah.
everybody in Philly that's basically was doing something, then came through and graced our stages. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you know, but our whole thing is like we trying to bring in them outsiders that you know we still going you know put our Philly cats in there, but
Right.
we I want them big names, you know, like Capone and yeah, I'm gonna get Capone. I'm gonna get Capone. He playing right now, but I'm gonna get Capone.
What's the young boy?
Soon as we get our money up, we gonna get
Yeah.
Capone.
What's the young boy?
We coming
that-
for you, Capone.
that's hiding from us.
Cleon, the comedian. He's a
I heard.
social media
Instagram,
Instagram
yeah.
sensation. I had him. He asked for a number. I didn't answer. Then when I called back with the number,
Too late.
it was too late because he's doing his own thing. And I mean, you know,
We
I
gonna
give
get
him
him.
all
We
the
gotta
applause
put
in
him
the
in that
world.
trunk. We gonna get him.
If it's your big,
Yeah,
it will come back.
he coming.
No,
We
yeah.
gonna get him. You know what I mean? We gonna
trunk
get him.
if we have to.
Yeah.
And show him the light. We gonna get
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
one way or the other.
Yeah.
We gonna
So,
get him.
We got a show coming up.
I was just about to ask you.
Yeah, March 8th.
Yeah.
March 8th. Philadelphia International House, Ibrahim Theater.
Oh, International House. Yeah.
International House, 400-seat theater. I'm bringing in talent. The New York King of Comedy. He gonna headline
You
it.
don't need a singer, do you?
We was thinking about it,
Yeah.
but we gonna do another flavor.
Think
on
hard because I'm cheap.
Like real cheap,
Yeah.
like crackers.
Like crackers,
Stale.
crackers and cheese.
Yeah.
No cheese.
No cheese.
Just stale
I
crackers.
get no support from the host of this show. I just want you to know.
Just a kind of salt.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we bringing in talent. He played in the movie Sunset Park as Butter
Okay.
back in the day. We bringing in Bringing Smokey Suarez back. He
Okay.
played in the movies Paper Soldiers. Bringing in Freddie Ricks. Freddie Ricks played in the movie Shaft and Baby Boy. And we got Malcolm Hill gonna host it.
Right.
I'm bringing in
Corey DST.
got Corey DST, the world famous
Okay.
Corey DST, going spin the music through the whole evening.
Okay.
I can stay. I can sit.
Now you
See,
talking.
we did,
We can't maybe put her on there because the only way we're gonna shut her up, right, is to throw her on the stage and have her face that audience. You know,
Okay.
I bet she won't be putting herself out front no
That's where
more.
I was at. But if I can do it, you can do it.
Nah.
right. Then we got 3 special guest comedians also that's gonna come in.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Neighborhood guy. What's his name?
Well, Kyle Oldhead Johnson. We grew up with us. He's actually
He's been bugging
he's doing
us.
his thing in Tallahassee, Florida right now.
Okay.
He's getting it in Tallahassee, and we've been in contact through the last year, year
Yes,
and a half, or
stalking.
whatever.
Yes, yes.
That's my man though. We grew up with us, and we gonna let him grace our stage. You know what I mean? Because the bottom will come out, and
Yeah.
show love.
Right, right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To see him and everything. You know,
March 8th.
March 8th. It's a Friday night.
Right,
It's a Friday night. Show starts at 8, and yeah, we're gonna have a ball that night.
Okay. And so when people look at comedy shows, they come in, they sit back, they enjoy it, they have laughs, but there's a lot of work that they don't see. Of course, it's not for them to see, but there's a lot of work. Tell us about some of that behind the scene work. He pointing at Sabu. Sabu, tell me about some of that hard.
Butterflies, man. I'm telling you. Like he said, we bump heads because like everything I wanted to be right. He has the ideas, but for it to be right, we can bump heads. But
Right.
it's only one way. I only know because I don't want nobody to be talking. The critics, they're gonna be there.
They're gonna be there.
Yeah.
So I want them to be
No matter.
as minimum as possible.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I can't please everybody, but
Yep.
well, we already have butterflies down.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I
Yeah.
know. Soon as we lock down a show, here they come.
Here they come.
Butterflies
Right.
everywhere,
But-
yeah.
But they say, if you don't get them, that means you're not growing.
I always say the same
You know what I
thing.
mean?
Yeah.
If we
I don't know
don't,
about
if we
that,
don't
y'all
get,
talking
if we don't get them jitters and be
You gotta
scared,
have them, yeah.
that
I
means
don't care how expensive.
we can always go back to Mill
Yeah.
Creek Tavern and put 100 people in there and be comfortable.
Right.
But there's no growth in that. You know what I mean? You know, like every show, we wanted to be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I mean? I mean, that was my dream when I came into it.
Right.
It wasn't like I'm just going to stay at a bar or a banquet hall,
Right.
you know? And I
Yeah.
used to tell him, and he'd be like, what you waiting for? Let's go. Go get the theater. Go get the theater. You know what I mean? And I came back and said, we got the theater, you know? So,
Yeah, I can't sleep like on some low key stuff. That's just not me. Like if I'm a perfectionist, the tavern not a perfectionist place. It's just a place. I want more, and more. For my history of my life, I need things to grow. I want it to be bigger and bigger and bigger. But the things that against me, I don't know about him. No, I know it help. It takes them off too. People wait 2 days, 3 days before the show. They want to buy tickets. Now,
Oh,
how
yeah.
can I mean, if it weren't that who we are, well, to make sure that the venue is paid and all that, we need people to believe in us from as soon as we put it out there that we having a show.
Right.
That's how I'm used. That's how the big shows are. They want him to get them tickets before they sell out.
Right.
We're gonna have the show regardless, guys. Come to us. Buy these tickets 2 weeks before. And I guarantee you, it's gonna be a show that of all shows. Every show we do is gonna get bigger and better.
How much are tickets?
30. What's that? General mission.
general mission is 30.
Seats is 40.
Yeah, seats is 40. We had
Floor seats 40.
when we was doing the banquet hall and stuff, tickets was $20. But everybody keeps saying, oh, because it was out in the county. And, you know, we had a nice little deal out the county. We can charge $20
Right,
and
right.
everything be lovely. But now that y'all keep saying, okay, we want y'all to bring it closer. We want y'all to bring it closer. Okay, we're bringing it to University City. Now, we in University City, you got to pay to get
That is
University City now.
expensive.
Yeah.
University City is expensive.
Yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
yeah.
So, you know, it's like, and people always want package deals, you know? You know, they always want, what we getting with that? I'm giving you a great show. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I can
Yeah.
offer you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't give you a platter. You know what I mean? I ain't got no drinks for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it's gonna work out though. But like, we get more love from people that we don't know than people
I,
that know us.
I hear that a lot.
Oh, it's crazy.
I hear that a lot, right?
It's crazy.
It's kind of sad,
It
because I remember
is.
when I left Philly,
Mhm.
and I wound up going to Delaware, so I didn't know anybody. And long story short, I wound up volunteering. Went from volunteering, I was in the county,
Mhm.
still Wilmington, but I was in the county part, and I wound up wiggling my way to the city. And it wasn't until then I started attending all the network. Long story short, attending all events and everything, meeting with everybody, all elected officials, who's of who. And but still, when it came time to say, hey, I want to start doing some stuff. See, we like these people over here. So and everyone had this click thing. So I was like, okay, well, I came back to Philly, start all over again, and it was like, oh. Now Delaware looks at me and it's like, but it's sad you got to go outside to get some inside help. And it's like,
I thought you was gonna say it the other way because Philly is click-ish.
well,
that's the click.
I guess because I'm like the new girl,
Right.
so no one got to click with me because I literally had to start all over again. When
Right.
I left still knowing everything because it's my home. But then it just fizzled off because I'm like, okay, well, I need to start learning who's who where I'm living at, and I came back and it's like, oh, I got to reconnect all over again. Now I'm reconnecting and it's like, wow, I'm starting to see the click-ish stuff, but I was already in.
This is click
I'm the
city.
new girl, so I was already in, so it's like, we don't know her. So, okay,
Yeah.
cool, but it's kind of sad that you literally can't get support within, and you
What
got
they
to
say,
go out.
a prophet is not without honor except in his own home. I mean, his hometown.
You know,
Yeah.
Wow,
that's the reason we leave our pictures off the posters also.
yeah.
Because
they
you
see
see
it,
us,
but-
they we not supporting them guys. You know what I mean? Because y'all know our past, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? We all grew up. We all come from the same mud. You know what I mean? And
Right.
You see somebody progressing. You know, you like, I don't really,
Well,
you
we
know,
going
Wait a minute, who's with?
to March 8th.
Okay,
We're going to see the show.
Well,
That was my
Yeah.
excitement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you should have been excited when you made that horrible CD song that you're trying to buy. That
Why do you hate on my career, my
Hey,
future career as a
Are you
musician?
Going, you going?
I'm going, yes.
Okay, I'll hold these tickets for you just in case.
I don't know if I can trust you because she already hired somebody to take my place, 8-year-old, and
Oh, yeah.
and then she talk about my musical career as if I'm not a very melodic singer, and now I'm gonna trust her with some tickets? No, I don't think so.
All I'm saying is, I like the stars fixated right where they are. I'm just saying, you might hit one of those notes and everything just fall.
Simple, you want to say something? You want to chime in here, please,
No,
please,
no,
please,
no.
please,
All I know
please.
is
Anybody who got something to say, please,
y'all
just
come
make
to
a
the show, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. God willing, I live to see it. I would love to see
I
it.
That's
would
it.
love for y'all to come out. I mean, yeah.
Just don't say it.
Now, as far as the now we know you got your base, your base are there, your base of support. But now, about the community overall, when they walk out of one of your events, what are you hearing from the people?
This is what we do. I follow his lead. After the show, before the show is over, they come out, they introduce SW Promotions. Oh, they put another great show together, this, that, and other. We walk to the door. And when everybody that walks out that door get a hug or a handshake, and they be like, yo, I loved it. I loved it.
I don't get the two-piece chicken with the biscuit, like the.
They be trying to kiss all on
They
you.
be like, I loved it. They be like, I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, this spot getting too small for y'all. Y'all gonna have to get bigger. You
I
know,
like
you know.
that.
And we look, you know, and it's like, it's a great feeling, man. I mean,
It's
especially
awesome.
when it, you know, we done had some glitches where comedians didn't show up.
Whoa.
You know, I mean, top notch
Well,
comedians.
I
That's
never,
a problem.
that
Listen,
never happens.
yo,
I always ready to go back to the 80s
Listen.
on it, but
yeah.
it's just what it
I mean,
is, you know what I mean?
Know all
I mean-
about that.
I mean, my
Yeah.
headliner not
Yeah,
showing
yeah,
up.
show up.
But Malcolm Hill
You know,
Malcolm Hill is my man. Malcolm Hill got on the phone. Next thing I know, you got comedians jumping out of cars. You know what I mean? 3 and 4 comedians. You know what I mean? And they held it down. Everybody laughed, had a great time. You know what I mean? So I mean,
And people don't see that side of it.
No,
It's not easy
not
putting
easy.
together a show and
No.
running it. People come have a good time and say, wow, that was good, but they don't know. You had to
No.
go through a lot of hell.
What was it, 2 days before the show, we had the host, the headliner and the co-headliner.
Went to California.
Went to California.
Wow.
We don't have no show now. You know what I mean? We like, oh
So what
my
did you
God.
do? How'd you make it? How'd you pull it off?
I got on the phone, called Malcolm. He like, yo, you
Who
want
did
this?
you call? This
He like,
Malcolm.
you want this guy?
Yeah.
But you want that guy? I'm like, yo, call him.
That's a
Call,
blessing.
cause he call him, because he got everybody's number. You know, he's a host, and your host basically in the comedy business.
He's in that
They the
family.
ones that know everybody, and they can get you for them at a decent price
Right.
instead of me just calling, and then they just gonna give me the
Yeah,
regular rate.
Yeah.
They give me the regular rate. You know what I mean? With him, I get like a percentage off. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
I just learned something
Yeah.
because I thought usually when I see the hosts, you know, they up there, they doing their thing, they introducing their acts, and I thought that was it for them. But they play a larger role.
They do.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
gotta wow the
Yeah.
crowd. They gotta like
Yeah.
draw to get you to stay.
yeah,
Because,
yeah.
you know, if somebody.
No, I
flops,
mean it sounds like they get you there too, and they help manage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's like when he called me, he'd be like, "What's up, partner? What's up, business manager?" You know what I mean? Because he help us out. You know what I mean? He getting us to where we need to be. He's showing us the game. You know what I mean? You know,
I think if he sees something in us, that's why he's helping us. Because we do make it happen.
Yeah.
We all three of it in our own way
Yeah.
make it happen.
make it happen.
Right.
No matter what, like I don't see, why would he do that though? Like, why would he help us unless he sees something in us?
Right.
Yeah.
Because he can do this for anybody else, I
Yeah.
think. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But it really works out when we need him. Like he stepped up for us. You know what I mean? But I always think a lot bigger. And he be trying to, Michael,
Yeah.
yo, calm down, man. Calm
Stop
down.
spending all that money.
Yeah, stop
Stop
spending all that money,
He
man.
like, y'all got that money? Don't worry about the
Don't
money.
worry about
Just
the
make
money.
the
Just
phone
get this
call.
guy. That's who we want.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He always be like, man, y'all got that money? Y'all got that type of money, man? I'll be like, man, just chill.
Just
We
get
got
the
it.
guy, yeah.
Make the phone call.
Yeah, we work it
You know
out.
what I mean?
We work
he gonna
it
want
out.
this. He gonna want that. Give it. We got it. You know?
When we don't do, well, I think we building, so we don't spend.
Right.
We still have our own regular jobs. You know, this is not where we
Yeah.
want to be. So everything goes back into what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah,
You
cause
know what I mean? So that makes it easier.
Right.
See, he don't know that. That's why he
Right.
asked him, do we have the money?
right.
Well, we
But you
already
reinvest
have the money.
everything.
Right, 'cause
Yes,
he thinking,
yes,
yeah, we gonna
yes,
take
yes.
that money and we need that money. So like you said, what we doing is, you know, you gotta. It's all about the flip. You know what I mean? You know, you take
You
that
know
money
what
and
the
put it
flip
right back
mean,
in.
right?
We know we're not gonna make a lot of money off this stuff. You
You
know
know
what I
what
mean?
the flip mean, right?
You know,
Yeah, but some
Okay,
don't.
so-
They
Yeah.
get it. If
Yeah.
you get that, ooh.
Yes.
That's
No,
what they.
that's
Yeah, they
No.
see all this money be
Yeah,
going
yeah,
up.
you know, it ain't for that. It's look,
Nah.
look. When you get that money, we already on our next.
We on the
we
next
on our
one.
next two shows.
As we speak,
We
you
on our
know,
next two shows.
Right.
That's how I always, the vision.
Matter of fact, I want to make an announcement. May 11th. May 11th.
May.
It's the day before Mother's Day. Because we at Illusions Banquet Hall. That's a Saturday evening. It's a free comedy show for all the mothers, for all the ladies. All the ladies getting free.
Wow.
We working on that.
Gentlemen, they're going to have to pay an admission fee. But if 9, 10 ladies come together in one car, whatever, everybody gets in free. You know what I mean? And it's our
Our
appreciation.
appreciation.
It's SW appreciation for y'all supporting us through the year and everything. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Wow, that's
Great way.
May
and
11th. Y'all heard it right
publicize.
here, Philly Hot
Yeah.
Radio. Before it was announced anywhere else,
Yeah.
May 11th, Illusion Banquet Hall, pre-Mother's Day event, free to the ladies.
Yeah.
Free to the ladies.
Free to the ladies. All the ladies. Yup.
I'm trying to see if I got a wig or a dress or something I
I
can.
was trying to visualize this one you already.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
maybe I can sneak in.
They got a hot requirement.
Yeah.
I can't pass the hot requirement. Oh, okay,
And
what?
then plus you gotta hit a bar. No. Nope. Sorry.
How we get back to my
Yeah.
my
Well,
my
it's-
lyrical
it's-
genius?
Don't worry. We can let it. That's a requirement. But May the 11th.
May the 11th. Where's Illusions Banquet Hall?
It's 403 West Baltimore Avenue, Clifton Heights, Pennsylvania. It's right.
Oh, on on the
Right off on
Cross,
the pike.
cross street from the old Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah, right.
Right across from the old Burlington. And right next
Yeah.
door to the old house. Right next door to the old house. Yep.
Okay, y'all heard it right here.
Our
We have.
original,
I'm sorry.
Our original radio station
Yeah.
was literally across the street in Dam.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So and then we
Yeah.
came here.
That's our go-to spot. They show us nothing but love.
Yes.
They show us nothing but love and the losers.
Okay.
Tanya,
We owe
Colette,
them
all
a
of them.
lot,
Oh
yeah.
man, they listen. They put us.
So
on
we
the
got to
map.
support them.
Yeah. Oh
We
man.
definitely
Yeah.
got to
Listen,
support
two,
Illusions.
places though, but
Yeah.
what is it?
Carlette's Holloway.
Carlette's Holloway
Yeah.
and Illusions.
Yeah. They,
Okay.
Yeah.
They show
So-
us nothing but love. Man.
So if y'all listening to this, look, we got to support them Illusions because they support the brothers here.
Yeah.
And anybody support them, we going to support. So y'all make sure y'all turn out. We got 2 shows, March 8th at International House, showtime at 8 p.m. We also have May 11th, a pre-Mother's Day event. They just want to show love to all of you mothers and all you ladies out there. Feel free to come. It's free to you. Brothers, you're going to have to pay a little bit. And
Yeah,
it's
you're gonna have to.
only right. It's only right. These things aren't free to produce. So May 11th at Illusions Banquet Hall. Brothers, look, I'm loving what you're doing. I'm loving what you're doing. Tell me a little bit, one more time, how people can contact you, how they can stay up, future events, even the ones that aren't planned yet. If they wanted to keep up with your events and your schedules, where can they go?
Well, we got a Facebook page, SW Promotions, and also have an Instagram page, SW Promotions. If they want to purchase tickets for the March 8th event, they can call me at 267-324-1504.
One more time.
267-324-1504. Or they can get in touch with Sabu at 267-206-1934. Or you can purchase tickets on Eventbrite, Talent and Friends Eventbrite. Or you can come to 526 South 60th Street, Sabu's Barbershop, and purchase tickets.
Okay, I'm scribbling this all down real fast.
We gotta get the website together.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a few places you can get tickets, and
Yeah, check out the Facebook page, bro.
yeah, but our Facebook page, SW Promotions. They need to check that out. That'll let you know everything that's going on.
Okay, so
Yep.
y'all stay. I do. You see how fast I was writing? I was going, and you know they don't.
Took shorthand.
They don't. No, they don't teach that anymore. I don't think.
And,
Yeah.
teach a lot of stuff.
I had to learn, like, even when I'm out covering stories, I'll be writing notes, but that's why I have this. My digital recorder. I never go, like, if I'm reporting a story, that's on. You know, from the moment they say go, and when I go back, I'll just rewind, fast forward, whatever. Yeah. And then, of course, I'll do my hand thing, but I can't
Did you
trust
go back
that.
and listen to it? You said you was gonna give it at $20.
I did, and that's where I realized that I did not say that. It was actually you saying that you were going to give me $20 payable immediately. I don't know, but it's definitely on here, and I would let you listen to it, but I don't feel like finding it. But it's on there. You can trust me.
I trust you.
Okay, my brother. Hey, how hard is it? I shouldn't say hard because that's like leaning. I'm leaning, building the question, building an answer there. I don't want to load the question, but how challenging is it working with? Entertainers can be a little quirky at times. How challenging is it working with
really,
them?
the ones we encountered at this point, no, they down to earth.
Okay.
It seems like they need us. The way they we the big brothers.
Right.
But they've been in the business longer than us. I don't know why, but at this point we on the same level really. But we didn't get the snobby ones yet. Everybody's cool and collective, and we seem like a team at the point, right? Yeah, we seem like a team.
After your first, especially you, Sabu, after that first event, when you came aboard and y'all had your first event, and it turned out good. 100 people turned out, everything turned out well. How relieved were you?
Well, I don't know. All the things in my life, this is one of the most nerve-wracking situations I've ever been in. Having to deal with a response or having to see if what I've done comes to form. I'm still trying to get over the first one, but I can't because I keep having to do another one and another one and another one. So I'm taking this like this is just a part of it. So I'm kind of more comfortable today as I was the first one, but it's very hard to overcome. I don't even drink no more. Like I can't do that to calm me down. I just gotta fight it. Like, but it's all right. I love it. I love the challenge though.
If you could do anything different now that you've been in the game for a while and you've been doing this for a while, what would you do differently now than you did in the beginning?
As far as what?
As far as how you put these shows together.
Different. As we grow, it's different. It's never the same. I don't have something in my mind now that I'm trying to throw on to him, and he fight. I know he fight. He might not show it, but he's fighting it. But I know at this time, if we do it like I want it to be done, it's going to be a big draw because it's a whole different part of entertaining within comedy. So it's like a split of a dance thing with music, and then the headliner. I don't know if it's going. I know it's going to work, but I'm trying to get it to him. And we fighting on this one right now.
So it's a combination, music and comedy.
It's a dance.
I'm sorry, dance and comedy.
In between the middle comedian and the host. I mean, and the headliner. They bring him out to have the crowd even amped up higher to wait for the headliner show.
Okay, and so what's your thoughts about that? Okay, he was talking about his idea of intermingling.
This is what I be talking
He tuned us right out. He was,
This is my partner. What we do is when we get an idea, bring it to the table. We sit down, we talk about it. And we talk about the positives and the negatives. You know what I mean? That's how I look at everything. Is there enough time for this and that and the other? You know, so if we implementing other things besides comedy inside of our shows, either we're gonna have to stretch the show out or eliminate something. You know what I mean? Okay. And my whole thing with him was though, like I used to tell him, I'm like, if we doing a comedy show, let's give him comedy. You know what I mean? Okay. You know that's my whole thing. You know, but anything he brings to the table, we sit down and we discuss it. You know what I mean? You know, I ain't got no problem with it. Partner.
We'll see. It's gonna be hyped up. Like I said, I want to make it different than the norm. It got to be different than the norm. That set us different than the norm. You know, but I just want it to be right. So I got to make this right. I got to present this right. And it's a project right now. It's not like it's gonna happen, but I think it'll work out.
Okay, so we have a few events lined up. You got some heavy hitters of comedy coming here, March 8th and what was it? March 8th and May 11th.
May 11th. Yeah.
And I'm definitely looking to be in the house on March 8th. Yeah. And we have 2 numbers if you want to follow SW Productions. Promotions. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here looking at my writing. See, that's why we were talking about shorthand in my writing. I'm sitting here looking at promotions, but I said production for some reason because my writing is all whack. Okay. But anyway, if you want to follow SW Promotions, they are on social media. They have a social media presence, Facebook and Instagram. So you want to follow them. You want to see what they got coming up. You want to get some tickets. That's it. And they have 2 numbers. You can call 267-324. 1504 267-324 1504 or Sabu 267-206-1934 267-206-1934 and you can stay up on what they're doing, the shows coming up. I'm going to be in the house. Sony's going to be in the house, God willing, for who knows what tomorrow may bring. But we plan on being in the house. That's right.
Can I make one more announcement?
You can. They only charge you $5.
Yeah, no problem.
Like my engagement rings about 5 carats.
5 carats? Okay.
Oh, okay. No, that wasn't the.
We got some openings for vendors. You know, if you want to vend, give me a call. or Sabu. You know what I mean? We got a couple more spots left, you know, for vendors. Okay, if anyone's interested.
Okay,
Yep.
you hear that, vendors? You enterprising people out there. You got books, you got jewelry, you got whatever it is you want to sell, you want to reach the public with. They're looking for vendors. Let me get those numbers again: 267-324-1504, and then again 267-206-1934. Call them on either number. Again, SW Promotions, and they're also on social media, Facebook and Instagram.
Yes. Well, we thank y'all for coming out here. So appreciate it. Got the tickets, got the guys coming out here. You know, he's talking about just something small, 100 people.
100 people. I've seen shows with much less than that. That's pretty good.
I think if it was less than 100, I'd be out the business. Yeah, I'd have been like, I don't think
Tyler
this for
Perry
me.
started off with, he himself and him and the crickets.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry and maybe a member of the family.
Yeah.
2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but we thank you for coming
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
thanks
both.
for,
I
thanks for
appreciate
having
that.
us. We appreciate.
it. But of course, you know, got to bring you back on.
Yeah, yeah, loved
Just
it.
the beginning.
Loved
Just
it.
the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, loved
Gotta
it.
have you back on next month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's beautiful, yo.
Before this show coming
Yeah,
up, so
Right.
we can make sure that
Right.
Yeah, gotta make sure they come back on.
I don't want listeners saying, "Wow, I'm mad, I missed it."
Listen,
Yeah, that's what they say too. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Why you didn't remind me?
That's when you log it in your calendar.
Yeah.
Your phone.
I'm
Yeah.
always posting.
Yeah.
Put it
I'm
in your
always
calendar,
messaging.
in your phone. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about it. So,
Yeah, y'all better get them tickets because this show gonna sell out.
Yeah.
This show was going to sell out. So
I'm
y'all
on
sitting around waiting for the last minute. Okay.
So actually, I have some tickets to give away.
Oh,
Got a pair of
yes.
Tickets
Okay.
to give away. So you know, we wanna.
How we gonna give them away? We're gonna have somebody call in and come.
Somebody call in.
We have a pair of tickets.
No,
Look,
no,
you
no,
might-
it's too late now.
it's too late.
Yeah, we got the next show.
No, I wasn't gonna announce it. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to make sure they're actually physically present because you know you know how you
gotta
do.
get the tickets.
Yeah.
You gotta
All right, so we will announce to you
Matter
how
of fact,
in the
we may
future.
just announce it when they come back.
You know what?
So
We
you get to meet them.
no. Go ahead. Y'all got it.
Okay, no,
No.
you had a stirring thought there.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
what-
know
yeah.
those-
Like, yo,
It was
I'm
like
sorry.
those gears started
You
turning.
do the email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I already did. Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
Well,
good.
but you can always say it again if you want. The email.
Yeah, we gonna
No,
go
well, I
to
already,
the
I,
five.
I,
Okay.
I emailed everyone already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so you already got 5 people?
Oh, for that,
Yeah.
we
yeah.
do that on the next show. We do that when we come back.
Oh,
All right,
cool.
when we come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, appreciate y'all
Okay.
coming out here. So thanks everybody for next week.
Next week. Next week is 7 days from today.
Next to the week. Guess who we have coming on?
Did you just say next to the week?
We got Chef Ashley.
You talking? Now you talking? You talking? All I heard was chef. The food.
Chef.
That means
No,
food.
no, not that chef. Not that chef. This is a totally different chef.
But it's food, right?
It's food.
Okay, that's all.
But
that
wait a minute,
matters.
let me tell you why the food is going to be here prepared
Mm-hmm.
for the guest. Buck Wild. It's going to be here.
Oh,
in
you're
the
bringing
building.
Buck
Okay.
Wild.
It's gonna
Okay,
be here
yeah,
in the
Buck
building.
Wild in the house.
In the house.
Mhm.
Yeah, boy. So
He's very busy too. That man,
yeah.
he's
So-
all
and
over
you
the
know
place.
that he has a show coming up. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
literally, we are snagging him. Yeah, just
Okay.
in time. He's
Yeah.
going to got Philly, got Atlantic City.
Yeah.
We got Buck Wild.
All right, Buck Wild, come on in. Buck Wild, I'm letting you know now. You're not eating all the food. I'm letting you know now. We love you, brother, and we enjoy your work. We appreciate your work, but you're not eating all the food.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
So next week we have another interesting show. I guess I could say a star-studded show. Would that be an exaggeration? You think?
No,
No?
we got Chef Ashley Bell coming here to cook for Buck Wild. So this is gonna be
No.
interesting.
She's not coming in to cook for Buck Wild.
Oh,
She's coming in to cook, and along with Buck Wild, she's coming to cook for me.
oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so you make sure you grab something to eat before the show.
oh yeah, I got give me a peanut butter with a banana sandwich.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
that peanut butter. I don't know about the cheese, but peanut butter and banana is
I
really
don't
good.
know about all of that.
That is good.
One step
All
away
right.
from greatness. One step away.
Thank you both.
Time with
Thank y'all.
Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.
But,
Enjoy.
check us out next week. PhillyHotRadio.com.
PhillyHotRadio.com. Tune in to the Nate Show.
Yeah. Deuces.